Hi everyone, welcome to the second video for remote counseling with Miss V. Before I get started, I want to thank everyone who reached out through email or Teams messages to give me some ideas and suggestions and comments about how to make a video better and what kind of things you want to see in the next video. So that being said, please keep those coming because I'm doing this for you guys and I want to know what everyone wants to get out of this. I want to add this in for this video especially and upcoming videos that every session we have that this is remote, I'm going as in-depth as I can about the topic to help everyone understand as much as they can. But if you feel like you understand what I'm talking about and you want to skip ahead or you want to skip through the video, feel free to do so. I'm just going to be very thorough with these because I want to make sure I get everybody's understanding. But if you have a pretty good concept on this, then feel free to skip ahead as much as you want. You don't have to listen to every single word of this because I know that they are lengthy videos. So today we're going to work on a gratitude journal, and this is a way for us to look back on what our day was like and reflect on what happened and what emotions we were feeling. We're going to break down some emotions and kind of talk about what each one of them means and how to really get the most out of a reflection from the day. So all you're going to need for today is a piece of paper and a black pen and hopefully some color pencils or crayons. If you don't have those, that's okay. You can just use a pen or a pencil, just maybe a different color. This video is going to be around our emotions and reflecting on those emotions that I want you to use good vocabulary for them. So that just basically means I don't want I feel good or I feel bad because good and bad are not emotions. Okay? If you say I feel good, I don't know why. Do you feel good because you're happy, because you're proud, because you're excited? I feel bad. Do you feel bad because you're sad, because you're angry, because you're frustrated, because you're anxious? Good and bad are not emotions, so we don't want those. If you need a refresher on good emotional vocabulary, then I have a video posted where I go over our emotions and, some ways to describe them. And that way you can refresh yourself on maybe more than just I feel good or I feel bad. So check in with that. And if you already know that one and you feel comfortable with your emotions, then go right forward. If not, look back and then come join the video again. So with the goal of this feeling like we are just in my office, like a normal, Monday afternoon, I put up the tapestry in one of my offices so we can kind of pretend that we're still there. And we're just going to work on this journal together. So I'm going to be sitting here working through it with you, hopefully giving you suggestions. It's kind of hard, obviously, because you can't answer back to me. But if you have any questions or you want to really go in depth with this, just give me an email and we can go through this again together. But hopefully this gives you an idea and you can start working on it on your own. The most important thing to remember with this is your journal and this is your time to reflect with your own thoughts. So something that I say or that I do might not work for you, but I'm just going to try to give you suggestions on what I'm going to do this as to kind of help and guide. So that also being said, I'm very bad at art. So the pictures that I'm going to be doing in my journal are going to be very basic, like just doodling. And I don't expect your drawings to be anywhere near mine because you're probably a lot better at this than I am. So if you're really good at art and you want to take this and be, really extensive with it, then absolutely go ahead. They don't have to be like these basic drawings. If you're not so great at art like me, then the exact opposite. You can do more on the writing piece and just do small things with coloring or small things with little cartoons. This is a completely open space for you to kind of do whatever you want. And obviously nobody's going to read these journals. These are for you. This is for you to reflect back on. So you can feel free to use them however you want and to decorate them or express yourself however it best suits you. So what we want to do before we start our actual journal is to make sure that we are in the right space to start reflecting on our day. It could be a literal physical space, where you are, or it could be a mental space, where you're thinking. So if it's a physical space and you have the opportunity to get into a room by yourself or, even just a corner of the house by yourself, that's great. I understand we're all at home right now and everyone's at home, so that might not be an option. Just do the best you can. put in some headphones, face the wall if you want to, you know, find just like a really good safe space at your house that you feel comfortable and that you feel like secure at. So once you find your spot, then we're going to try to check in like with our mental space. And we're going to do this by starting with our deep breaths like we did the last video. So we are going to do 3 cycles of the deep breathing, which we do in through our nose, hold for 3, out through our mouth for 5, and we're going to do that 3 times through. And as you're doing this, I encourage you to close your eyes and kind of check in with how you're feeling. Like, are you worried about anything? Are you tired? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel like there's something weighing on you? So just do like just a check-in with yourself. So we're going to do this all together. I will count with my hands, but if you want to close your eyes and just do this on your own, and you can just skip ahead to the next section of the video. Okay, so in through your nose, we're going to go. One more time. All right, so hopefully now we have a little bit more of a feeling clarity and knowing what we want to get started and we're going to want to write about. The best way that we can do this together is I'm going to tell you what I'm going to work on in my journal, and then I'm going to give you time to work on yours. And if it's not enough time, just pause the video and then start it up when you're ready. But to start, I'm just going to write the date. So I'm going to write April 27th, 2020, and I'm going to write the day of the week, because I think during this time, I especially am having a hard time remembering what day it actually is. So I'm going to write Monday also, because I would like to remember that this was on a Monday and not on like Tuesday or Wednesday to kind of set forward my week. And then I'm going to look at what I think was happening today, and I'm going to write about just a free flow. So maybe I'll start with last night and then go into this morning and then go into this afternoon. And I'm just going to write. Doesn't matter what I write. This isn't a time for me to judge my own writing or my own vocabulary or the way I'm spelling things or even how neat my handwriting is. This is just a time for me to get all the things in my head, out of my head, and on a piece of paper. And that's the point of journaling, is so we can free up our mind of the things that we might be worried about and put them on a piece of paper so we can go forward and not have to be weighed down by all the things that we're like thinking about and remembering. So I'm going to work on this, and then we will come back together. Okay, so I finished the writing piece of my journal, so I'm just going to read what I wrote to myself, and now I'm going to go through everything and kind of pick out the words that I would like to like highlight in this. So I wrote, yesterday I had a terrible night sleeping. I was waking up the whole night and I could not fall back asleep. I think it's because I did not do anything yesterday and I was lazy all day long. Today I went for a run in the morning, which felt productive, and then I went to the store as soon as it opened. I hated wearing a mask and being fearful of other people in the store. I was feeling very anxious. It took a while for me to feel normal again and not scared that I brought something home. I got to attend a speech group today through Teams, and I'm so happy I was able to see my students and another teacher. I'm already looking forward to next week because we're having a show and tell. I'm so proud of all my students for trying their best while we are doing this remote learning. It makes me feel eager to try to do my best for them and to help them learn too. I do miss my friends very much, and it makes me feel bummed out and sad. I'd like to FaceTime and set that all up with them again soon. So as I went through, just reread this, I see a lot of words I used for like my feelings and emotions. And I'm just going to take some color pencils and I'm just going to decorate this however I feel I want to. So you have a couple options. You can decorate throughout the writing. So you can circle words, you can draw stars next to words if you want to, you can draw pictures near certain sentences, or you can just draw it at the end of this of the writing, and you can draw a couple pictures or a couple cartoons. So you can now take this time, and I want you to decorate however you feel like you want to best. I finished my coloring piece and decorating piece of my journal. I do want to bring up just a short thing I was thinking about as I was coloring this is the weirdness that it feels to read something of my thoughts to a computer, to a video. So I'm going to be honest with myself and with you that that was a very awkward experience because those really were the things that I wrote down. And I'm bringing that feeling into this next piece where I show you what actually I drew and how I decorated, because I think it's important to be honest with myself that we're all learning about new things right now. So it's definitely weird. It's just something to note that we're all going through different things, and being open and honest with different feelings as they come up is an important piece. And not only recognizing those feelings, but then giving yourself a pat on the back when you do something that's good. So yes, this is very awkward and it makes me feel vulnerable, but I also am proud of myself for trying to do something outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that, and I think that you guys should all do that for your own experiences every day. So, picture wise, okay, let's see if I can figure this out. So what I did is I highlighted words that I jumped out to me. So I highlighted terrible, I highlighted fearful, I highlighted hated, scared, all in red because I put red with like a negative feeling. And then I did productive and happy and looking forward to and best and eager. And I put all of those words in green because I thought they were like positive. I found the word proud. I put that in yellow with a star next to it. I put the word anxious in orange because that one stood out to me because I think that anxious is going to come up a lot in my journal entries. I put I miss my best friends in purple. I put normal in pink. I just went through it and just decorated however I felt I wanted to. So that's where you see like all the highlighting pieces. And then I drew some pictures like next to words. So when I said I was really lazy yesterday, I drew a snail because when I feel lazy, I feel like I'm a slug and I'm just not doing anything. So I drew myself as a snail. But then I did run. When I went for a run, I did that in purple with stripes through it because I was saying that I fixed it. You know, I didn't sleep well because I was lazy. So today I went for a run and I tried to make a difference in something that I saw was negative. I drew a coffee cup next to being proud, and I'm eager because most people know that I can't go one day without coffee, and it's one of my favorite things. And I'm happy to still have it in my life every day, even though we are in quarantine. It's just one of the normals that I've had with me, and I think having those little things that stay normal is so important. So having my cup of coffee every day is a way that I can still feel like I'm in control of what's going on. And then I did just the little cartoons on the bottom. So I did a bike because when I said I miss my friends make me think of riding my bike still in the summertime because that's what we used to do every summer. I drew a swirly orange because that's how I feel when I'm anxious. I feel like just a mixture of a lot of things, a lot of different emotions, and I pictured it as being like those swirls. I drew a rain cloud because I think a lot of people associate rain with being sad and gloomy, but I kind of associate it with an excuse to give yourself a self-care day. So I'm kind of reminding myself that it's okay to have a day where I don't do anything because it's important to, be aware of what I need. But there's also the reason that I pushed myself to go for a run today because I need a balance, which is why I drew my running shoes over here in blue and green because those colors I think make me feel calm. I drew a sunshine next to it. And then the last thing I did is I drew the word normal in like block letters because the word normal has so many different meanings now. And I noticed that I used the word normal in this when I was coming back from the store, and that I never had to work on feeling normal before. And now that I do, it's an interesting concept, and I'm not really sure what it means to me just yet, but I know that I want to revisit it. So I wrote it in big bold letters so I could remind myself that this is how I felt normal today, and the way I feel normal today might be different than the way I feel normal tomorrow. I know this video was a little long with like 15 minutes, but if you did the whole thing, I'm very proud of you because you just gave yourself 15 minutes of reflection and to check in with how you're feeling. So let's end the video with how we started it. We're going to do 3 deep breaths in and out and check in with how we are feeling right now. So in through our nose. Last one. I'm now feeling a little bit better that I was able to write down the things I was worried about and take notice of what my day was like yesterday and what my day was like today and how I can improve my day for tomorrow. I appreciate you for sitting through this video with me. Hopefully you got something out of it. I can't wait to hear from you on Teams or on email on what you thought was good, what you thought you didn't, you want to see next time. I want to let you know how grateful I am for each and every one of you, that I can't wait to see you again soon. And until then, I hope that you stay well and that these videos can be some help to you. And I hope that you will come back again next week and we can do another one together. All right. Thank you.